5 years ago, many people could come to the UK with their spouse, with their family, with their dependents, and of course, their spouse and children. Today, the rules are completely different. In today's video, I'd love to talk about how the UK immigration system has really revolved. I'm just coming back from church, seated comfortably in my lounge, in my living area, and I throw this on because I feel kind of cold today. I don't know, the weather is about 15 degrees, but I feel slightly cold, so I threw this on my body. See, you can see I'm just coming back from church, so I just threw this on to just cover my legs because I don't have any socks on my legs and all. So I'm just seated comfortably because I want us to have like heart-to-heart conversation. And the fact that because if you understand my channel, if you've been following me for some time, I talk about immigration quite a lot because I do study visa for people, flights, a lot of things for people. So when I talk about immigration, it's something I'm depth into, I have passion for, and I'm into it. So I need you all to relax and just watch this video with an open mind. And I just want to be as plain as I would love to be, and leave all your thoughts, please, in the comment section of this video. So I want to talk about how the UK immigration has really evolved. How many Nigerians are struggling to relocate now. Whether the UK dream is still worth pursuing. Because if you're thinking of coming to the UK, let's say with a family of 4 or 5, like 3 children, of course, husband and wife, you'll be budgeting over 40 to 45 million naira in naira. Talk about the tuition, you talk about your IHS and visa fee, flight tickets and all. Yeah, so we're just going to dive into it and what's really happening in the UK, because most time when you're outside the UK, you don't really know what's going on and you feel like, oh, let me just come in fair. But people here are struggling. There are tons of videos I've seen on TikTok where there's a latest video particularly that went viral. I'm going to be leaving the video here, where she has spent 4 years in the UK and she has felt miserable because of this certificates of sponsorship, which is popularly called COS, and she felt miserable. She came through the study route from there, got sponsorship from there. Now they revoked the license of a sponsor. She's trying to get a new sponsorship. Guys, it's been a lot. I don't want to, I'm really digressing, like going deep into, I want to start like this and progress gradually. So let me not just jump from number 1 to number 5, okay? But I'm going to be leaving some videos here once I lay my hands on those videos on TikTok, because the video of this particular lady went viral about a week or 10 days ago. First of all, about during the COVID and post-COVID, UK was open to care worker visa, where it was a major route where people came in with their dependents, people, and UK opened their borders because they were lacking care workers. They needed people to care for their elderly people, so a lot of people got visa sponsorship. I remember like about 3 persons I know personally that came in sponsored, even their flight and everything was sponsored, and they came to the UK, some with their dependents, some that don't have dependents alone. And now the UK system has changed. Now they are tightening up, and I wouldn't even blame any country, because a lot of countries, you see, US, they are tightening up their borders. UK, same thing. Canada is something else now, I'll go into that later. But let's talk about UK, since I'm currently in the UK, right? Yeah, so 5 years ago, it was very easy. With less than 2-3 million, you can definitely relocate with your dependent with just masters. You don't even need masters by research. Relocate with your dependent to the UK. Through the care route, it was quite easy then. Through the sponsorship route, it was quite easy. What's really changed? Yeah, so let's dive into what is currently happening in the UK. Currently now, the UK system is really changing. Like, I was talking to one of my friend last week, and we were talking about that you have to go for biometrics if you're applying for your post-study visa, which is PSW, right? You say, why? Post-study? Why will you don't need, you just stay in the comfort of your home. I say, my sister, UK law changes every week, every 2 weeks, because She just did a post-study like about 2-3 months ago, and they just did it in the comfort of their home. But right now, you have to go for your biometrics. So what am I trying to say? Things are really changing. System has changed. As of today, a lot of people on the occupational code 6135, 6136, they've applied, they've gotten sponsorship, and they've applied, and they are not giving their dependents. They are refusing their dependents, both their spouses, their partners, and children. Why? They said everybody, every malam to their kettle. So literally, the UK government are trying to say that the dependents are not bringing more income. I don't even know where they generate their data from. Don't know where they generate their information from, because are you trying to say a dependent doesn't work? I've never seen a dependent in the UK that don't work. Actually, dependents even work much more than the people tied with a visa. Like when I was a student, I was just tied to 20 hours. I couldn't work more than 20 hours. But my husband could work 1,000 hours, as much hours as his body can, energy can carry, right? So they are not tied. They are really helping the dependent. If you're on COS, you can only do 40 hours. You can do 40 hours or more with your sponsor, the person that sponsored, with the company that sponsored you, and you just do 20 hours with another company. So you can't own a business. You're not entitled to public fund. You can't do anything. You can't do, like, you're so restricted. You can't do a lot of things with your visa status. But dependents are free. So I don't know where they got it. Statistics or the data from the dependents are really a liability to the UK economy. Now they want everybody to have their CEOs. So even if you have the occupational code 6135, 6136, you apply for COS, they will approve you as the main applicant, but your dependents, and of course your dependent, if I say dependent, it means your spouse and children, your dependents will not be eligible. It sounded like something that was a thing of play or joke before, but now it's real, because I've seen people I know personally, they've applied with the occupational code 6135 and 6136 respectively, and they were denied, their dependents were denied, and they're just stranded. They don't know what to do. They can go back to post-study. For some of them that still have the opportunity of post-study, but they got COS, now they can't even go back to the post-study. So these are the issues currently in the UK, because I've gotten a lot of inbox and DMs asking me, oh, I want to apply. But most times, it's really difficult convincing people in Nigeria. Honestly, truth be told, it's really difficult to convince someone currently in Nigeria not to travel. It's difficult because you wake up every day to a terrible news in Nigeria. Like, it's not a thing of, it's normal now. Like, they'll say they killed 1 million person in a state in Nigeria, and everybody will go about their business the next day. As if an average Nigerian was either self-centered or we don't really care anymore. Maybe the bad news is so much that we don't care. Right? So you can't even convince an average Nigerian not to plan to leave the shores of Nigeria. It's difficult. But however, it's more difficult to come to the UK now, especially if you want to travel with your dependents. The resources involved. You're coughing at over 40 to 45 million. The cost of studying in the UK. Let me go to the next point. The next point is, which other way can you bring your dependent to the UK? Is either through Masters by Research, which the UK law 2 weeks ago is literally like the normal Nigerian layman's language you see every 3 AK market days, because I can't even keep up anymore. Few weeks ago, they were giving the UK Home Office brought out something that schools we apply to, if you have 5% refusal rates or something, is a lot on gov.uk. See, it's a lot. If you want to know details about this UK law and stuff, just follow us, Tochi Esther, Esther Tochi Esther. There are tons and tons of them that are very good with UK immigrations and video, but I recommend Esther Tochi because she gives details about especially UK, and I follow her up for other things that Canton I don't understand how of the UK. Anyway, so the UK government recently last year made it clear that immigration via the study route should be for study, not for migration, not family migration. So, and you can only migrate with your family through masters by research because you are a research student, and or through PhD, which PhD is 3 to 4 years. You're paying IHS for almost 4 years, visa fee, and a whole lot. Another way to come to the UK, which a lot of us have seen or heard on social media or have heard, is through Global Talent, of course, which is exceptional, of course, for some selected people in tech, people in academia, of course, research, arts and culture. I think about 4 or 5 of them, and a lot of paperwork. And it's a really, really lovely pathway because, of course, you're coming in, you're not tied to any employer, you're not under any stress, you're a global talent person, so you're either getting work in your field, or any other field, and you're good to go. And it's a straight pathway, either 3 years, 5 years to get your ILR. So it's really good, but of course, it's for the 1% of the 1%, for those of us who are researchers, of course. For those that are academia, for those that are into art and culture, there's a lot of paperwork that going into it, a lot of money involved too. But it's another very lovely pathway to relocate to the UK. Then this is really about relocation, right? Then coming to the UK and seeing videos flying on TikTok where they are revoking licenses. People are struggling to get sponsorship. Getting sponsorship now, it's like a miracle. You would definitely, as at 1 year ago, as at 9 months ago, it wasn't like that in the UK. Home Office woke up one day and decided to just change a rule and stop the visa route for 6135 on 6136. And I also heard that by December, or by I think December 2028, the 6135 and 6136 will stop sponsoring, and they're going to close that particular visa route. And for 6131 that is given by NHS or some care home that has registered nurses or registered practitioners in it, they will also stop issuing out that particular occupational code 6131. So pray to check, guys, is becoming a thing of major concern, especially those in UK, because of course the government want to reduce the immigration net. Of course, every country are tightening up their border. But however, for those already in, there should be provision, there should be layout plan, there should be easier pathway for them to integrate into the system, to get a better, not tying someone with a sponsorship. That's really what I really recommend, because I really want, like, just give me a work visa, a migrant that really spends money to come to a country, don't want to even enjoy any public fund or any public benefits. They want to work, earn money, pay their bills. Do you know the kind of bills we pay in the UK? Your accommodation, you're paying your NI, you're paying your taxes. Do you know the number of taxes you're paying? And there's no, like, I came from a country where I don't expect anything from my country. So I didn't come to the UK expecting a miracle, expecting to be sleeping at home and manna falls from heaven. I came from a country where we literally, even ordinary electricity, our government is not giving us. We're not expecting, like, a proper Nigeria doesn't even expect much. Not much. We don't expect anything from the government. And that mindset will carry you to any country where we go to, either Canada, US, UK. Bear with me if you're Nigerian watching me. Leave it in the comment section. We don't go with that mindset that, oh, manners fall from heaven, or we're going to get miracle, we're going to walk on the street and someone will dash us millions or thousands of pounds. We work, we earn. We love it when we work and earn. We have that peace of mind. We have our houses. If it's possible to even pay cash, no mortgage, we pay. That's the mindset of a proper Nigerian, especially a proper Igbo man or woman. generally Nigerians. Do you understand? So now the old things are really changing. The fact that your dependents cannot come under you under 6135, you have to appeal, you have to use lawyer. Another pandemic is the solicitors in the UK charging ridiculous amount of money, charging people as much as 700, 900 pounds to submit an appeal to Home Office per head. If you have 4 children, 900 pounds times 4, just to appeal your case to the Home Office that, oh, I come with my family, I came with my family, I'm the main applicant, they are my dependent, I can't leave them, what visa, just to draft a letter to them. I'm not saying just, I'm not watering down their, of course, their years of study or their profession, but however, it's becoming like a pandemic in the UK. So these are the challenges. So most times when I get emails, DM, and people, like, if you notice, if you sent me an email or DM before about relocating to UK, I get so cold about it. If it was last year, 2 years ago, I think the law was still okay because people can still come into now. The only way to even come to the UK is ever by study or global talent, the care worker route, OT There's no other. If you have any other route, please leave it in the comment section. There's no other route I know personally that you can legitimately come to the UK apart from these 2 routes. It's becoming difficult. It's becoming tight. And for those of you that are married, you have kids back in Nigeria, you have spouse in Nigeria, and you want to come through masters. You want to come through normal thought masters, and you feel like, look, after that, I'll pay off my school fees and I'll do PhD. Guys, it's a whole lot. I will tell you the truth. It takes miracle. It takes the grace of God for you to survive. If you hadn't paid your full tuition before relocating to the UK via thought masters, and you're depending on using your 20 hours to complete your tuition fee, I don't know how you're going to do that. It takes miracle to work 20 hours to pay off your school fees. It takes miracle. It takes the grace of God, honestly. So most times when I ask people and they say, well, I'll come in, don't worry. When I come in, after I graduate, I'll apply for PhD. If you apply for PhD with your family too, you're paying for the IHS, you're paying for visa fee, you're paying for the deposit. Guys, now relocating to UK now is more, you are budgeting 30 million and above. When we did our own relocation, it was around that amount too, because of course Tinubu was already in power, the whole exchange rates has skyrocketed. So, and my total tuition is about £17,000. So things has really changed. This is me just making a video. You can see that I'm so relaxed. And I just want to pour out my mind and really tell you, this is not me discouraging you not to come to the UK. However, it's a lot of planning now. A whole lot of planning, a whole lot of decision. I know you really want to leave Nigeria, and I know we all cannot even leave Nigeria at the end of the day. However, majority of us want to leave Nigeria because it's getting worse by the day. However, even the UK too now, it's becoming tough. It's really becoming tough. So if you're making plans to come to the UK 2026, 2027, if you're a married person, or you have to know the kind of spouse you're married to, and you have to sit down and really plan. A whole lot of planning and involved. If you need further explanation, maybe you didn't really understand my video, you need further explanation how to relocate, you need kind of clarification. I want to have a consultation with you, Uche. I really want us to talk. I want to apply for PhD. I want to apply for this master's by research. You want us to talk. I'm going to leave my email here and just send direct email. Then once I analyze your email or something, I can follow up with a WhatsApp number, and then we can take it up from there. And we just talk. And I know your plans, regards. Are you qualify for master's by research, or are you even qualified for a PhD straight, which is far more better, even though it's, well, you're going to spend more money, but yes, it's far more better. It gives you longer time, longer stay in the country, and you can use the 3-4 years to really plan yourself if you're going to another country. And now people are doing Jackpot 2.0, relocating from UK to Canada, relocating from UK to Australia. Guys, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. But may God help us, especially for those of us that are legal immigrants in the country, where we just want to strive, where we know we want to work and strive. We just want to, it's not like a greener pasture, but we just want to live in a sane environment, in the same country. We want to work. We want to improve our life. We want to improve the economy of the country. I pray that the God of heaven will touch the heart of Home Office to change all this, because it's not helping. I'm currently in my post-study. I'm currently looking for sponsorship too. And the 2 years, most times when you're in post-study, you feel like, oh, 2 years, let me relax. Before you know, 1 year is off, and the next thing, you're running at a scatter. The next thing, you want to go for further leave to remain. The next thing, you're becoming an overstayer. The next thing, you're back to Nigeria. May that not be our portion in Jesus' name. Amen. On that note, you guys, don't believe anything you see on social media. Be careful the kind of content you consume about immigration on social media. Filter them thoroughly. Make your personal research. Thank God ChatGPT is there. A whole lot of AI tools that can help you filter some things and tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. But careful with those information. Oh, come to Kuwait now. Come to Dubai now. Come to Finland now. Come to Australia now. Please, guys, be careful. Please verify every information yourself. Don't make life-changing decision solely because you saw a video on TikTok. Solely because you saw someone sugarcoating how to come to the UK and telling you everything is all rosy and everything. Please verify every information, and God bless us and lead us to the right path in Jesus' name. If you have any thoughts, this video is becoming very lengthy. Leave all your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you understand. Let me know if you are good with this immigration stuff, the Home Office rules, the UK rules. The rules are so much currently in UK. Please explain it in the comment section. Let's just learn in the I want this comment section to be very interactive, very educative. Let's learn, let's interact, let's drop our opinion in the comment section of this video. Okay, till I come your way next time, I'll be just, guys, I always drop immigration tips here or there, maybe once in 6 months or 1 year as the spirit leads. I'll talk to you in my next video. Okay, God bless you all, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.
I genuinely never thought I would see the day where I'll come online and just cry. And just cry because I'm tired, guys. I really am tired. I wonder what I would have done in my lifetime to be punished to be a Nigerian. I don't know what I would have done in all the lives I've lived to be punished. Being Nigeria is hell. It's hell. I left South Africa and I moved here almost 4 years ago now. I moved to the UK. I've been working earnestly, God knows. I don't even they follow man. If man won't give me money, say, I'm saying, no, I have my own, I'm working. Building a stable life, like literally. And then, wait for them to tell me now that the company that I'm working for, they've lost their COS. Okay, I've been trying to do stuff. I'm even the one encouraging all my colleagues